What is going on, guys? Drew here, back at it with another video. In today's video, we're going to be covering shipping on eBay. In my last two videos, I did a video talking about sourcing and also listing the inventory. But now we're going to get into the fun part. You've already sold the inventory, now it's time to ship it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. So before we get into the packaging supplies, the supplies I have behind me, the ones I actually use, and how to package the items, we're going to be talking about payments and also shipping labels. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first off, when it comes to your payments, you want to make sure that your bank account is attached to your eBay account, so you're actually getting the money sent to your account, or to your bank account rather. And you want to set up how often you're getting the money. Now obviously everybody's business situation is different, but you can structure it to where it comes the very next day, or you can structure it that it comes weekly. Now this money that you have in your account, you can actually use to pay for your shipping supplies. And there's actually things you can use to use that money to buy items on eBay if that was what you wanted to do with the money. But you want to make sure that your payment stuff is set up before you get into shipping out your items. And I personally like to ship my labels before packing up the items. So I have all my labels printed for this video in advance. But the label printer I use is a ZP450. It's a label printer that's been working for me for years. It's one I got for Christmas from my stepdad, who also used to run an eBay business and kind of taught me the ropes when I first started. But if you don't have one of those, you can obviously just use a regular printer. You're just using a lot of tape, and it costs a lot more money per label, essentially. So eventually you want to get one of those label printers because it'll save you a ton of money with tape, ink, paper, all that. But it's been lasting me years. Our UPS actually uses the same printer I've been using, and I've been using it for like 5 years. So I would definitely recommend getting one of those. But yeah, now we have our payment set up, and we also have the labels printed. So we're gonna get into packing up the orders. I'm gonna get into the supplies I use. I'm gonna go step by step to kind of show you guys the supplies I use. And I'm actually gonna pack up a piece of inventory that I actually sold in each of these sizes. So let's go ahead and get into it. So on the buffet here, I have a little layout of all the items I use. I'm gonna cover every single one. So obviously the first thing you're gonna need is bubble wrap. I'm actually running low, so I need to order some more of this, but I mean, it's pretty standard. Everybody needs that. These are the boxes I use. I use an 8x6x4. This is very good for small collectibles. It's also good for like Funko Pops, that sort of thing. These actually fit Funko Pops really well. And fun fact, it's the first item I actually sold on eBay, and I used a box this size. So next up, we got a 16x10x6. This is like your shoebox size. So these are really good for like your Jordans or like Adidas shoes, or if you're a shoe reseller, this is the box size you're gonna wanna get. These are amazing. I used to sell shoes. That was like one of the main things I sold before I kind of decided to get into inventory that was a little smaller so then I could store more of it in my office. This is what I used. Now this is one of the staples in my business right now. It is a poly bag. These are very cheap. I'd say between a penny to 10 cents depending on how many you order at a time. I think I order a couple hundred per order. And yeah, these are for your non-fragile items like clothing. You could also like wrap up like an action figure or something in bubble wrap and throw it in this, and you would save money. Instead of using one of these are gonna be a little more expensive than packing it up in this with some bubble wrap. So that is also an option. So this is something I also use pretty often. It is a little bubble mailer. These are really good for like graded PSA cards, Beckett, whatever. You can also use it for like small collectibles like coins or maybe like Lego figures, stuff like that. These are kind of a staple in any business. And then lastly, this is something that I actually got into recently. I started selling cards that were less than 20 bucks on eBay, and they have an envelope system where you can make a label for like $1, and you have to ship it in an envelope like this. But so this kind of envelope is for your cards that are under 20 bucks. So you can do the $1 shipping on eBay. But yeah, I mean, you can buy these for really cheap. It's just a regular standard plain white envelope. And then this is the painter's tape that goes with it. I'll show you guys how I pack that up, but I use painter's tape to help secure the card when I'm shipping in an envelope like this. And then lastly, you just got your shipping tape. I opt to go for a Scotch heavy duty. These have lasted, these last a long time. These are the ones I've been using for a really long time. So this is kind of a staple in my business. I've gone through probably hundreds of these over the years. So yeah, this is really good for packing stuff. So now I'm gonna link in the description all the items that you guys see here, and possibly a couple other tools I think would be very useful for you guys when it comes to reselling on eBay. but I'm gonna show you guys the exact ones I use just because of affordability and all that. So if you guys are interested in these supplies, go ahead and look in the description. Now we're gonna actually get into packing up a piece of inventory that I have actually sold in each one of these sizes, just to kind of show you guys how I pack them. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first sale I have here is these Milan with little figures. I sold this for like 10 bucks plus shipping. I found these in the bins, just a little supplemental item. But I'm gonna wrap this in bubble wrap and we're gonna throw it in an 8x6x4. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So then I just wrap it up like so. You're gonna tape the top of this, slap a label on, and small items like that are done. You just make sure they're packed and secure and ship them out. Next up here, we got these UNC Jordan 1s. Let me show you guys what they look like. They're in box. But look how good these boxes are for shoes. Let me throw this in here. Look how snug that is. If you want, you can put some bubble wrap in here. These would go for retail, but if like maybe they're like $400 or $500 shoes, maybe I'll give it a little extra packaging. But you can really just tape this up like this and ship it out. So packing up shoes is really nice. That was one of the things I really liked to ship back in the day. But yeah. Now clothing probably has to be my personal favorite at the moment. These are just some jeans. Let me go ahead and throw them in the bag. And then once you have them in the bag, all you're gonna do is you're gonna pull this little plastic piece right here. It's got an adhesive right here, and you're just gonna fold it over and you're done. And it should look like this when you're done with it. Not too bad. Now packing up cards and bubble mailers are just as easy. You're literally just gonna throw this card in. I didn't actually sell this card yet. If you're interested in it, it's on my eBay. But it's a Greg Popovich number 2 175. But anyways, you're gonna throw it in here and you're just going to pull this just like the poly mailer, and you're just gonna stick it, you're gonna fold it and stick it down. So let me do that real quick. Now this last one is probably the most tedious of the bunch, packing up these single cards you sell that are less than 20. You're gonna fold it both ways. I usually tape it in place with this painter's tape. You top load it, make sure it doesn't get bent. Well, you're gonna fold it 3 ways, and you're gonna put it in the envelope here. And there you guys go. That is how you guys pack up items on eBay. It's really simple. I mean, it's not rocket science. This is my favorite part because you've already made the money. Now you just got to pack it up and ship it to the customer. This is kind of like the reward. You know what I mean? You pack up a card that you just made 40 bucks on. That one action just made you 40 bucks. So yeah, now you guys know how to source. You know how to list. And now you know how to ship. So now you have all the tools you need to resell on eBay. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, hit the like and subscribe button. I plan on having more videos for you guys here soon. But I really appreciate the support. There's gonna be more to come. I'm excited to grow my business. I'm excited to share my knowledge with you guys, and also hopefully see some of you guys grow as well, because I think eBay in general is a really good side business. It's a good hobby. And I really hope it improves some of your guys' lives. So without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one.